This is Ashley back with another reading, and this reading is going to be on whether Nicki Minaj and Cardi B will have more children, okay? A few people have been DMing me, asking me to do a reading on this, so I will be doing it today. Before we get into the reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. This reading is strictly for entertainment purposes only. And we're going to see whether Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are going to have more children. I'm going to start off with Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. So let's see. Will Nicki Minaj have more children with Kenneth Petty? Will Nicki Minaj have more children with Kenneth Petty? Yeah, so it looks like they can possibly have more children in the future, okay? It might be a little challenging because Nicki is older, okay? But it does look like it's definitely possible for Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty to have more children. The King of Pentacles is here. This talks about somebody being about their business, somebody who's strategic, who's planning. And that is definitely Kenneth. He feels like it would be good for him to have more children with Nicki Minaj. His intentions might not be pure, but he definitely wants to have more children with Nicki. Also, the energy I'm picking up on is that he really wants her to stay home and, relax and sit down. He doesn't really want Nicki to be in the music business. Okay, the Temperance card is here. This talks about having a choice, time management. This also talks about being patient. So it looks like he wants her to kind of make a choice between her career and having a family. That's why, she's on hiatus it takes a long time for her to kind of get back to what she's supposed to be doing in music, because he wants her to kind of pick and choose what's more important to you, your family or your career. Okay, so he definitely wants more children. The Judgment card is here. He feels like there's no point of being in the industry if you're going to have so many issues. She does confide in him with a lot of things, and he feels like there's no point. The Judgment card is here. So he feels like there's a lot of judgment being placed on Nicki, and it doesn't make any sense for her to continue to be in the music business. He also finds being with Nicki very lucrative. She's very rich. So he is almost going to be a financial gain, when they have another child. The longer she's in this relationship, the harder it's going to be hard for her to get out, basically. The King of Pentacles is here, okay? So that talks about somebody that's very business-minded, a leadership person. So even though he loves Nicki, he's thinking about the long run and the future of his life, basically. So he knows that for Nicki to get rid of him, she's going to have to cut him a check, okay? And that's just going to be what it is. She's going to have to cut him a check for her to get rid of him. Okay, and here's the Hierophant card. This talks about somebody that's kind of challenging the status quo. This also talks about somebody that is able to get their way easily. The Hierophant card, this talks about somebody just being, going against the grain. Somebody that's able to get their way. So he's definitely going to get a child out of Nicki. It's not going to be easy because she is older, so she might have to take certain steps, but she definitely could get pregnant. After the 5th album, it looks like it's definitely a possibility, okay? So he might be successful in getting Nicki pregnant again. And then probably after that, she might be really done with music. She might put out a greatest hits album or something like that. She probably will be done. Because when you have 2 kids and then you also got to take care of your husband, it's going to be harder for you to be in the industry and having to do all of that, okay? And even though Nicki needs to keep working because, she takes care of her whole family, it looks like Kenneth don't really want her to work, okay? So she probably will have to do a lot of behind the scenes things like, investments, maybe a commercial deal here and there, but it looks like she might be like, you know, off the rail after the second child. We may not really see Nicki at all. So let's go on to Cardi B and Offset. Okay, well, Cardi B and Offset have more children. Cardi B and Offset. But Cardi B and Offset have more children. Okay, so off the bat, the energy that I'm picking up on is that right now Cardi B and Offset, they're like off and on. You know, one moment they're on, one moment they're off. It seems as though Nicki and Kenneth are more on the same page than Cardi and Offset, but I think they're more compatible because Kenneth is an Aries, she's a Sagittarius. They're both fire signs, but they're very compatible because I checked their compatibility chart. I didn't check Offset and Cardi's, but it looks like they could be on, you know, not on a break, but they might not be on the same page right now, okay? The Knight of Wands is here, okay? This talks about someone who is very cold-hearted to someone. And it looks like Offset sometimes get in spaces where he's very cold towards Cardi, which causes her to, you know, do certain things or file for divorce. He's very cold towards her. The Knight of Wands is somebody that's kind of mean-spirited, cold towards someone, moves funny, and then it causes Cardi to kind of act different. Right now, it doesn't look like that they were in the space to have another baby right now. It looks like Nicki and Kenneth are more in the space to have another child. She's on hiatus. So it looks like she doesn't really fully trust him. The Two of Swords is here. This talking about having your guard up, being protective over yourself. The Two of Swords. So it looks like she feels like she has to protect herself somewhat from Offset. He would like to get another baby out of her, but he knows that if Cardi like ever left him for good, his relevancy might not be as high as it is now, because people always associate Offset with Cardi. So that's the main reason why he's kind of sticking around. The Page of Swords, he's willing to try to fight for the relationship sometimes, but other times he can be very cold towards her. Okay, so it looks like he might not be able to get a second child out of Cardi right now. You know, a few months ago, I did a reading on them, whether they were going to have more kids and whether she was pregnant. And I got that there was a possibility because they were in a better space. It looks like they're not in that space right now. The Nine of Pentacles, it talks about kind of moving in different direction, moving forward separately. So it looks like, you know, they're going in two different directions, okay? The World card also talks about life cycles. Okay, so the World card talks about, you know, life cycles, things coming to an end. So it looks like they're more likely to go in a different direction and keep it maybe just business. There are, in the industry, there are like, you know, just business relationships that are quote unquote, you know, for the public, you know what I'm saying? So they might just, you know, keep it cute for the cameras, but it looks like they're going different directions. Maybe Offset can buy her a Birkin or another car, because when I did a reading on them before, he had bought her those things, or he leased a car, whatever. But she seemed to be more happy with him. It doesn't look right now she's interested in having another baby with Offset. He must have did something, because the Two of Swords is here. This talks about having your guard up, moving forward separately, moving in a different direction. The Knight of Wands talks about kind of being cold towards someone. So it doesn't look like Offset and Cardi are in a good space. It looks like Nicki and Kenneth, they're more of a unit right now, and he's more likely to get a baby out of her. Plus, Nicki's older. You know, Cardi, she's like 28, 29, so she's younger. She probably don't want to stay with Offset for the remainder of her good years. So, anyway, Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. This reading was strictly for entertainment purposes only. Basically, I think Nicki and Kenneth have a better chance of getting another child together. Offset and Cardi, he must have did something. It looks like he pissed her off some way, shape, or form, because it don't look like they're going to have another child at this moment. Maybe he can buy her something and put her back in a good spirit, because it don't look like they're in a good space right now. Okay? But maybe something will change in the future for them. They're going to put up a front for the media, because, you know, this is an industry relationship anyway. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you have a great day. See you guys.